The 2018 Mizzou football season was filled with ups and downs, just like the past 4 years for the Missouri senior class. In that time, the Tigers have been through on-campus protests, coaching changes, tough losses, and thrilling wins. The Liberty Bowl heartbreaker was perhaps symbolic of their time at Mizzou. Drew Lock played another great game with 403 total yards and 3 touchdown passes, but came up just short on late fourth down. The Tigers lost 38-33 against Oklahoma State. Lock's not the only senior that's leaving, though. Here are 2 of his starting offensive linemen on their time at Mizzou.
I look over and I see guys that I've been here with 4 or 5 years, and I see that clock at 000, and I realize that I'm never going to be in a Mizzou jersey with them ever again.
I learned how to be a man, and I made some brothers for life, and I've experienced things that I'll never forget. So besides the wins and losses, which matter, absolutely, I'll never forget those. But besides that, my career has been a blessing to me and my family.
Tonight at 10, we'll hear from another senior, the star quarterback Drew Lock, and Coach Barry Odom on what Lock has meant to the Mizzou football program. Moving on to hockey, the Blues finally get some good news. It's official today. St. Louis will host the 2020 NHL All-Star Game at the Enterprise Center, the home of the Blues. All-Star Weekend will take place from January 24th to the 26th. It's the 3rd time St. Louis has hosted the NHL All-Star Game. The previous 2 were 1970 and 1988 at St. Louis Arena. As for the Blues, they're back on the home ice Thursday night against the Capitals. St. Louis hoping for a good start to 2019. The Blues currently have the worst record in the NHL. Back to football, UCF and former Mizzou offensive coordinator Josh Heupel playing LSU in the Fiesta Bowl. Second quarter, UCF up 14-10, but Joe Burrow hits Derek Dillon, who breaks a tackle, and down the sideline he goes for a 49-yard touchdown and a 17-14 lead. 24-14 Tigers now. Late in the first half, and Dario Mack Jr. with a dime. Look at this placement for a 32-yard touchdown, but LSU took control in the third quarter. Burrow with the deep ball right here for his 4th touchdown pass. The Tigers win 40-32. UCF's 25-game winning streak is over, and so is any claim to a national title. More SEC bowl games. 14th-ranked Kentucky taking on number 12 Penn State in the Citrus Bowl. First quarter, Penn State punt. Mizzou fans look away. You might remember Lynn Bowden Jr. with a big punt return against the Tigers, and he's at it again. Look at this speed, a 58-yard touchdown, 10-0 Wildcats. Third quarter, now 10-7 Kentucky, and it's Benny Snell Jr. with a 2-yard score. He had 144 rushing yards, and here's his 2nd touchdown right up the middle to make it 27-7 Kentucky. The Wildcats win 27-24. It's Kentucky's first 10-win season since 1977. And finally, 18th-ranked Mississippi State took on Iowa in the Outback Bowl. The Hawkeyes jumped out to a 17-6 lead, but the Bulldogs would rally. Nick Fitzgerald doing what he does best, run the ball. Look at him go, breaking tackles left and right, down the sideline, and he's in for a 33-yard touchdown. Mississippi State takes a 19-17 lead, but Iowa responds. Nate Stanley to Nick Easley for an 8-yard touchdown. Iowa takes the lead. Hawkeyes up 5 now, 30 seconds left. 4th and 5 for Mississippi State, and an incomplete pass. Iowa wins 27-22. More bowl games tonight. I know you're an Iowa fan, though.
Until the walls and rafters ring.
Oh,
Go
goody.
Hawks!
I was not expecting that, but I'm glad I heard it.
Proud Iowan.
Yeah.
Can't help it.
Sure.
All right, well, when we come back, second final check of the forecast.